fuck is that?
Alright.
I'm gonna do it, I just checked. Do have a 4-door Jaguar, just Hamel.
Let's hug Bo since we're here. I already have half stress for some reason.
Have you had your gun out?
No.
Hey, Robbie, how's it going?
What up,
Mr.
guys?
K? How's
What's
it
up?
going?
What's up?
It's been a minute.
Peter? What's up, guys?
Yeah. How's
What
it
up,
going, bro?
Yeah.
What's going on,
I'm
bro?
1.2 mil in debt, but other than that, I'm good.
The fuck? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we heard. You guys were doing the boost. We just didn't say anything. What brings you back around, Peter?
I just needed a mental break, you know how it is.
I feel it.
Okay, you guys in the hotel room?
I mean, you have any boots right now?
We're coming.
I just.
Okay, we up front. What do you say, Dino?
My boy Bo, baby. Yeah, those are OGs.
Take it easy, boys. See you later.
Peace out, guys. Fucking Peter Ross, man.
$450 materials.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you do.
Take this one. I'm gonna grab mine. I'm gonna grab
Alright,
mine.
let's do this shit, chat. You think we're going to jail?
Get revenge for me, boys. Make sure that guy bleeds.
I can't believe motherfucker put out an AP side shooting.
I know, he went crazy. I was saying to Randy, I was like, chase him. He's gonna be fucking grab a gun or some shit. And you fucking lost him. And he just pulled out an AP and almost killed us. Fucking lunatic. Where are they getting them from?
Pretty sure, last time Budo's car pulled up to the prison and dropped him off shit.
Yeah, that makes sense, because he's very close with them. That's why they voted for Cerberus.
What's up, Bass?
Hey, Mr. K.
Well,
I got a couple questions for you regarding the incident last night.
Sure.
Would you be free to come down to either Mission PD or, you know, the Bay?
Yeah, I can come on down.
Okay, all right, sounds good. All right.
All right.
All right, I'll see you soon.
Should we go down before we do this?
Yeah, be right there, Benz.
Fuck this boss want.
He wants to talk to me about yesterday real quick.
Yeah, so what happened? They ended up getting you guys on the hold? Or almost getting you on the hold?
Yeah, we got almost.
No.
Brother, I was in jail for like 20 seconds and they sent me up because I never had a property in Liquor so they just let me go.
Everything we did was pretty much pointless. The suppressor survived and the cops ID'd it still. It was a fucking nightmare. Still
All right,
putting that
let me
damn
go
thing
and
on
see what he
him.
wants real quick. Did you give him the thing? Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Bass
I'm
just
gonna
called
go
me.
to
He wants to
Benny's
talk
Creek.
about
You guys are
yesterday.
Phone is so fucking scuffed. It's actually annoying. What'd you say?
Bass called. He wants to meet about yesterday.
All right.
Yo, China, what gun you got?
Just an Uzi.
Yeah, yo, I mean, the range on the Uzi is pretty crazy.
Okay, sounds non-believable, but I believe you.
Eugene, do you have a pistol you can get?
Listen, I'm all out.
Like all the time.
Hold my gun real quick.
Yeah. Want me to wait out here?
Yeah, hold the shit. He said he just wanted to talk to me.
The fuck, this guy's mid him. How'd you get this shit?
I don't know. Street team gave it to me. He said inject the fucking lifers with it. Bass! Bass!
Hello, can you step away from the door, please?
I'm gonna go to the clothing store real quick.
I'm here to see the chief. He told me to come down.
Good luck.
Can try to see where he is.
Right.
And this is Anastasia right here, by the way.
What did you say, Ramos?
She ran away.
Repeat last.
How you doing, boss?
Hey, all good. How's it going?
Where's that Bass at? He told me to come in here.
Bear with me. I will find out.
Alright. What's up, boys?
Not much. How about yourself?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, good. Just got me with the chief. I think he wants his weekly fuck, you know what I mean?
Oh, right.
Hey, I'm not gonna kink
girlfriend
shame
right now.
What's up?
I'm not gonna kink
right
shame.
now?
Alright, well, I gotta go suck his dick, so I'll be back.
Okay.
Bass, I'm here to fuck ya!
Excuse me.
Bass! You doing? Oh, Bass.
Oh, hey. I like your jumpsuit.
You gotta increase the security around here, man.
Jesus Christ, you made it all the way down here just like that. Wow.
I could have walked
I mean,
in with a fucking AK if I wanted.
Holy fuck, dude. I gotta fire somebody then. God damn. Do you want a legal aid represent?
Whoa,
lawyer?
what's going on, man? I mean, are you interrogating me? If you're interrogating me, I don't need
Absolutely.
nobody.
Okay. Oh yeah? You think so lowly of me, huh? Okay.
I mean,
all right.
if-
Hey, listen. Okay.
I mean, I got Rami Al Rahman outside. He could be my legal aid. I mean, if you want.
yeah, if it's signed in as legal aid, it's up to you. It's really up to you.
Hey,
all right?
Rami, you want to be my legal aid?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right, man.
All right. Tell dispatch you're welcome downstairs. I'm here.
Tell dispatch to bring you down. You gotta give the go-ahead to dispatch on the radio, man. They're just gonna trust Rami like that. You kidding me?
Alright, I put Eugene, I put your shit in your trunk.
Yeah. You mean your shit, you mean?
Yeah.
Pretty sure Rami's wanted, but don't tell him.
Tell Bass to come open the door. I have nothing on me.
He said dispatch is under it. We're downstairs in the interrogation room.
Alright.
What?
That's okay.
Ooh. Who is it? Who's the old man? No, hell no. Absolutely not. Arrest him.
Going up north
Oh.
to the prison, Rami. Your stuff will be up there, okay?
Okay, well, there's actually, what is it called? There was like a rule in Chicago regarding that. It's like mutual combat, something like that. Yeah. I can have that, actually. Yeah, if everybody consents to actually a combat, they can have it. As long as no other people are getting involved. If it's just two parties in a contained space, they can have mutual combat. That's right. Well, the
Wayne,
helicopter's
what was
flying,
catching
and
with
it's a rogue aircraft. Different story. Just I'm done with the people that got into fight in a little contained space. All right. Okay. You take care. Bye bye.
We can get this started while we're waiting for him.
Sure. I'll make the.
Can you tell him to come open the door? These doors are locked. Okay.
All right. Let me pull up my notes.
Someone's coming.
Fucking sends it up, bro. See you later, Wayne.
No,
So
I'm
what we got
right
going on here,
outside the
Bass?
interrogation room. The guy just left
What's
me.
going on over here, Mr. K? Is because what's going on over here is I need to ask you a couple questions regarding the incident last night. I'm sure I told you I was going to place an warrant for a hold, but I went back on that because I was looking further to figure out exactly what happened. I was trying to build a timeline, right? So I'm going to start the recording, okay? Today is April 5th, 2022. I'm the Chief of Police, Sam Bass. Joined by, please state your name for the recording.
Mr. K. Mr. Kevin. Your
Kevin.
stepdad? The guy who fucks your mom?
Thank you, Daddy K. I appreciate that. Mr. Kevin, I want to assure you and assure the people listening to this recording that you're here on your own accord. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. And at this time, you wish to speak with me without any legal aid, correct? Sorry, without any... you're waiting for your legal aid. You still want a lawyer. Is that correct?
At this time. At this time. That could change.
I'm going to Mirandize you so you understand that you're being Mirandized. You're being questioned for an incident that took place last night in Little Seoul. So at this time, Mr. Kevin, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to have an attorney present and when during questioning. If you can't afford one will be appointed to you by the state if available. Do you understand your rights?
I understand.
Perfect. Okay. So let's talk about last night. When I had you in custody, you uttered something along the line that you just woke up and left Little Seoul and a shootout engaged. Is that correct?
Can you clarify when you mean in custody? There's been multiple times at night where you've had me in custody in different scenarios, whether it's illegal or if you're fucking the shit out of me. So just let's clarify before we get this on.
So I can clarify for the recording for everybody speaking to this. So last night, let me pull up this real quick. Last night, April 4th, 2022, there was an incident happened in Little Seoul where the Unified Police Department was conducting a search and seizure on Little Seoul Property 12. Okay. In relation to that incident, we had you in custody because you were spotted leaving the compound of Little Seoul in a red and color Sultan MK2, where police opened fire on that vehicle, and then your passenger returned fire, and then that's when I chased after that vehicle and got out and shot you when you're driving that vehicle near the tunnels of Alta Street.
Okay.
That's the incident I'm referring to.
Okay, I'm glad we cleared that up. So keep going.
Okay, so you were in custody in relation to that incident. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and you stated to me that during the questioning when I had you in the cell block, you mentioned that you just woke up and you're trying to leave Little Seoul. Is that correct?
Yes. Let me ask you a question, Bess.
Mm.
You ever jerk off before?
Not during Ramadan. I'm fasting. I can't.
I said before. You ever jerk off before?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I bet you have. I bet you have.
I have.
So what I was
Gone
doing
down-
was, I jerked off in my apartment, man, like any normal person. Fucking fell asleep, and I woke up. I was like, oh man.
For the record and for the investigation, so the record can be stated clear here. Okay. What were you jerking off to? So just in case.
Nothing really. I have a fenugreek farm in my house. It's where I grow my own fenugreek, and what I do is I make herbal tea out of that fenugreek, and I've been drinking it daily, at different times of day, different dosages, and I've been seeing which has the best effect. So I pretty much just jerk off for scientific reasons. But
have you ever heard of the saying or the, the principle of not clarity? Is that something you go by, Mr. K?
Not clarity. That is very real. That is very real.
Are you the kind of man before you make maybe like a gang move or before you try to make a move on somebody else, as far as taking them out or buying a car, a house, a property, do you go by the not clarity? Is that what you do?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, that's why sometimes I'm just chilling in my apartment. I mean, jerking off. I mean, there's really nothing else to say.
Okay, so how long can you give me like a timeline as far as when that you started drinking that tea and then that jerk off started happening? How long was that timeline? Like 20, 30 minutes? Like, do you last a long time?
Do you ever just get into one of those crazy sessions, man? Where you're just
one of
beating
those crazy
off,
sessions. Yeah, and then when you're done, you're like, "What the fuck have I done?" You look at your.
You don't even know what time it is. You don't know where you're at. You don't know what the fuck just happened.
So it was that good.
It was like that, man. I don't have no fucking clue.
Do you edge a lot?
Sometimes you gotta, man. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you just ain't ready. You just ain't ready.
Are you the kind of guy that believes that the more you do it, the longer you last?
The more you do it, the longer you last?
Yeah.
Yes. That is if you are trying to last long.
Okay, perfect. And Mr. Kevin, if I brought you that herbal tea today, would you be able to prove that? Maybe show us a demonstration again?
Yes, I could. I can do a little cum shot on your face. That's no problem.
Okay. All right. Just making sure that what you're saying is truthful, and you're not making it
Oh,
up.
I can show you the
because,
fenugreek farm and everything. Maybe we could drink it together and just see the results.
I prefer to not nut during the month of Ramadan. I just I've been saving that till after.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll drink fenugreek all throughout the month, and at the end, we'll see the result.
Okay. And when did you wake up? Before you started, taking that little herbal tea.
You mean after?
Well, no. When did you start? Like, can you give me like a rough estimate as far as like time? Because I'm trying
When
to
I woke
understand.
up, like for the day?
Yeah, exactly. You can go by Eastern, UTC, or CST, whatever time works for you.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure on the exact time.
Can you try your best to recall what kind of time? Was there like a clock you saw? I mean, was there like a watch you have in your apartment?
Hey,
or
man, I'm
maybe
telling you, bro. After I was done beating my shit, I didn't know where the fuck I was, man. That shit was crazy.
Okay, and then when you were done doing the deed, what happened afterwards?
Didn't even clean up, bro. I said, fuck it. Just threw some clothes on. It's like, oh, man, I feel kind of ready to just get out there. So I just went out and ran into Randy. I said, hey, what's up, man? How you doing again? I was hanging out with him earlier. And we hopped in the car and left.
Okay. It's very interesting, Mr. K. Okay, and during this time, did you make any phone calls?
Don't recall. I would have to check.
Okay, can you check from me?
See, I mean, I make phone calls all throughout the day, so it's gonna be hard to tell.
I'm saying, before and after.
I can't even check. I mean, day to day, my phone is just wiped.
All right. Let me give you a bit of a clarity on timelines so you understand where we're at here, okay? The Low Soul raid started around 9 o'clock.
Let me ask you something, Bass. Let me ask you what you're trying to ask me. Bass, how many phone calls did you have yesterday?
Probably like 10 or 12. 3 of them being to you, actually. I called you 3 times.
So you actually do remember this shit. Who's the other 10 people you called?
Bunny being one of them, the mayor, I talked to her. Shelly, that's, the love of my life. I talked to Brian, I talked to Pred. Who else? Cooper, a couple times. Bundy. No?
Jesus. Let me tell you something, Bass. I get about 30 calls a day, and I have no clue who the fuck's even calling me most of the time.
I believe you, Mr. K. You're a very you're a very busy man. You're a businessman. You got a lot going on. I can only imagine how many people try to talk to you. I get that. I'm just trying to have you.
I'm just helping you explain why I just don't know some of this shit.
And that's fair. And like I said, that's why we're here to talk about it, right? I'm not assuming anything. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth, being you, as far as what happened.
You call me a horse?
No, it's a metaphor. Like like the source. Like you're the pudding. Like the proof is in the pudding, being you.
Okay, I'll let that one pass. I mean, that's on record of you harassing me verbally, so.
I'm not Okay, let the record be known. I'm not harassing Mr. Kevin here. I'm just trying to have a dialogue.
Oh, he's insulting me, guys. It's on record.
I'm not insulting him. I'm just trying to help him understand where I'm coming from. Now, Mr. Kevin, Mr. K, I called you an hour before the incident transpired. I said, Mr. K, the Unified Police Department is going to be conducting a police operation in the area of Little Seoul. I wanted to call you out of respect because we had this talks in the past, and to avoid any bloodshed or shootouts, I wanted to provide transparency because I wanted to make sure that you guys understood that we're not coming down there to fuck around. We're not coming down there to just, roll on you guys or show force because we can, right?
100%.
I'm not that kind of person.
I remember that call, yeah.
And what was your reaction to it when I called you?
Didn't really care. I was in a meeting with Randy at the time. And
Randy who?
Randy Bullet.
What was the meeting about?
I mean, I don't think that's any of your business, man. This is private business.
Okay. And where did this meeting take place?
We were down near Dodo facilities, and then after that meeting, we headed to Little Seoul. You called me while I was in that meeting, and I didn't really care. I said, okay. I mean,
So what time did you go to bed then?
Right after I jerked off.
And when is that after I called you then?
So about, let's say, a few minutes after the phone call with you.
So after I called you, you were in a meeting, and then you went to bed afterwards?
No, I jerked off.
Okay, so walk me through it. I called you. I told you there's going to be a police operation happening in Little Seoul. You were having a meeting with Randy Bullet. Then after the meeting was done, where'd you go afterwards?
After the meeting was done, I was in Little Seoul taking a little jerk off and a nap.
Okay, perfect. All right. And during that time, did you make any phone calls in between? Between the time you went back to Little Seoul to the time the raid ended?
I don't recall. I don't recall.
You do not recall. That's very interesting. Okay. Okay. All right. Fair enough, Mr. Kevin. Okay. Let's talk about your relationship with Miguel. Miguel Rabin, do you know him?
Yeah, of course I know Miguel is.
How would you describe your relationship with Miguel?
Oh, he's a nice guy.
Okay. That's it. I mean, he's got an apartment at Little Seoul. I'm sure that he would have to have maybe
A lot of people
a
have
blessing.
apartments.
Can you name names?
I have an apartment. You have an apartment.
I don't have an apartment actually. I wanted to live in Little
The
Seoul,
people
but it's too
listening to
expensive.
this recording have an apartment.
Mr. Kevin, would you say it's easy to get an apartment down Little Seoul without maybe Changang's blessing?
Yeah, there's a couple of people that live down there that I don't even know who they are.
And are you okay with that?
Yeah.
To you, what is Little Seoul? How would you describe it?
Little Seoul, it's my home.
And how do you feel about your home?
It's nice.
Okay. Do you like it when people eat and shit in the same place? Especially a place you call your home?
Everyone does. Your toilet's in your home, isn't it? And your kitchen's in your home.
Yeah, but your toilet is not in your kitchen, and your kitchen's not a toilet, unless you combine them
But
together.
your
But
kitchen
most
and your
people don't.
toilet are in your home.
Right, in the same box.
So
but not in
technically
the
you're
same
shitting
room.
and eating in your home. Which you just asked. So yeah, people do shit and eat in their home.
People shit and eat in their home. They don't do it in the same place, not the same room, not the same divider, right? There's walls.
Depends who you're talking to. I know a guy named Bosch Merchant. So he actually does three things. He plays games, shits, and eats at the same time.
Interesting. Well, he could be an exception to a rule, but typically speaking, if you go down to any household, a lot of people have their bathroom separate from their kitchen. Rightfully so, right? Because you don't mix those two. I mean, that seems like a very unhealthy thing to do, right?
Well, I mean, it depends. I know some people that like to eat while they're shitting, so they're just optimum nutrition absorption. They never go without nutrition in their body. You get the shit out and get new stuff right back in.
Would you recommend that?
I don't do it personally, but
Why is that?
because I don't like the taste of shit.
Exactly, right? It's not very appealing. It doesn't really open up to your stomach as far as shitting and eating. So
No, that's, I mean, dogs eat shit. I mean, that's just your opinion.
let's go back to the topic of Miguel. How long have you known him for?
A little bit.
A little bit? Can you kind of get that in maybe a time frame as far as like X amount of months, or maybe days or weeks or years?
Yeah, a couple months.
Couple months. Okay. And did Miguel ever approach you about living at Little Seoul?
Not that I recall.
Are you aware he's part of a gang called Hydra?
Not that I recall.
What about Juan Carlos Canandez? What is your relationship
What
with
the
him?
fuck is that?
AKA Flippy.
Oh, Flippy, yeah, I know that guy.
What is your relationship with Flippy?
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
Nice guy, okay. You've never talked to him before? You've never done any crime with him before?
I don't know. I would have to check the record.
I can check the record for you if you like. I can jog
Yeah,
your
please.
memory.
I mean, tell me.
Okay.
I mean,
What about
'cause
Miguel? Have you ever gotten into any criminal activity with Miguel in the past?
Miguel, not that I can recall off the top of my head, but it's a possibility.
Okay. Are you aware that Miguel is being investigated for terrorism?
Yeah, you told me on the phone.
Okay. Now, are you aware that he's also looking at other pending charges besides what happened with the blimp incident?
No, not that I recall.
What has Miguel told you thus far about the investigation and what you know?
All I knew was his place was locked down.
Gotcha. When I called you over the phone, Mr. Kevin, you seemed like you knew the raid was coming. And it seemed like Miguel was in contact with you regarding the raid.
Well, I told you I
Because-
just knew that his place was locked down and nothing was going to be done about it.
But something was done about it, Mr. Kevin.
Yeah, I don't know. That's unfortunate, I guess.
It was very unfortunate because I gave you a call in advance to let you know what we're doing. Yeah, I was still met with lethal force from your side. I was met with
I was under
people-
the impression that nothing was gonna happen. So I mean, I just told you what I knew.
Okay. And on the phone call, you told me to tell the boys to back off. How come that never happened?
What'd you say? Say it again.
Over the phone, you stated that you're gonna tell the boys to back off and to chill.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was deep into So what happened was, I was beating my dick, man, and I just forgot about everything. I mean, I'm telling you, you ever just get fucking immersed in that shit?
They do say watching pornography and masturbating a lot could lead to memory loss, so I understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, just
What were you saying?
shit just got blurry.
Shit.
You jerking off right now?
No, no. Listen, Mr. Kevin, you told me that you can tell the boys to back off and chill. Instead, you completely forgot.
I don't recall telling you that.
Well,
I said
can
they didn't
assure you
plan
that
on doing
happened.
it, doing anything.
You told me something along the lines I remember pretty shortly. I'm gonna tell the boys to
You're
chill.
saying pretty sure something along the line, so it seems like you don't actually know what was said.
No, I'm confident that happened. Okay.
But you just on tape said you said you're pretty sure that, so that means you're not
I'm
completely
pretty sure is like 100% sure. I
No,
am
pretty sure
positive-
is not 100% sure.
I'm pretty sure that I'm sure that happened.
Okay, what's the exact words that were said?
Well, okay, let's go back to the phone call. I tried to call you twice. Nothing happens. I call you a third time, and you said, hey, sorry for not picking up the phone. I was in a meeting. That's correct so far. And I said, hey, Mr. Kevin, I'm calling you to inquire about the fact that we're going to be conducting a police operation in the area of Little Seoul. I wanted to give you a heads up out of respect for you and the people of Changang. And he said, yeah, it's fine. That's okay. Do your thing. Before you mentioned that. Oh, no, sorry. You said that actually. Sorry.
Oh, seems like you're a little confused.
No. Hold on. So you said, yeah, that's fine. Do your thing. I'll tell the boys to back off or chill. And then you asked me who's being raided, and I said I can't tell you that. And he said,
So I'm
"Is
gonna
it
tell you
probably
something though,
Miguel?"
because you fucked up at the beginning of this. Your story's already off.
My
You
story's
didn't
not
call
off,
me a third
okay?
time. I called you.
That is correct. I called you twice,
So,
and then you called me a third
your
time.
memory already doesn't seem too solid on this
fact,
phone
I
call
call-
here. So I don't think we can
in
take
fact,
what you have to say on the record.
That's not true. I mean,
I mean,
like
you already got
said-
it mixed up of who made the phone call. That's the most simple part here.
So
I
no.
made the phone call.
No. Actually, if you go back to the beginning of the record, I said that there was 3 phone calls that came from
No,
me
you said
in
you
total,
called me
right?
twice and you called the third time, and I picked up and said, "Hey,
So
sorry."
I called you. No. I called you twice. You're right. Then I called Rami. Then you called me. You're right.
Oh, so
Okay.
you left that out of the beginning too. So this story has now changed 3 times past.
not
I don't think we
changing.
can take
I'm adding more
your
facts.
word on what was said on this phone call because it seems like you're
I
not
am
even sure what
adding
phone calls
facts
happened.
To the record, let the record be. I mean, here's the thing, Mr. Kevin. There's something called a subpoena, and that subpoena would obviously support my factual statement behind it, meaning that those phone logs or those phone calls would show up on your phone records.
Yeah,
when
me
I
and you were
request
on
for a
the phone.
subpoena.
I mean, that nobody's denying that. I'm just saying what was said on the
Right.
phone call. I mean,
Right, and I'm telling you what I said on the phone call regarding what happened.
but you
and
can't
I'm
even
going off-
remember what phone calls you even had properly. So how can you recall what you said on the phone?
You admitted you knew about it, though.
About what? I just said I knew the thing was locked down.
Exactly. How would you know?
He told me.
So you were in contact with Miguel.
What are you talking about? Earlier, I knew before you even called
So
me.
you were in
way
contact
earlier.
with Miguel. So when did Miguel call you?
He didn't call me.
Then how would you know the property was on lockdown?
Let me explain something to you. You ever just see a person face to face or something? Like you ever just walk down the street and just see somebody and you ever talk to them?
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, it's called socializing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
So when did you meet him then?
At some point during the day.
Was that before and after the nut clarity?
Well, I mean, if you're using your brain here, it would have to be before because you called me before the nut clarity.
Okay. And how long were you sleeping for?
I don't
After
recall.
the meeting.
I don't put a timer on. It's a quick nap, you could say, depending
When
on
did you
what's
see
your
Miguel?
definition of quick.
When that convo with Miguel happened regarding the property being locked down?
I don't recall the exact time. It was some point before all this.
Do you recall the place?
The place. I don't recall the exact location.
Really? Mr. K, do you need help with memory? Should I get you something?
No, I
that
mean, I
can-
didn't know I'm gonna be fucking interrogated, man. So
Right, but I mean, these are like.
I don't take notes and diaries of who I fucking talked around every corner.
Mr. K, with all due respect, you're a very smart man.
I talk to hundreds of people a day, Bass. You think I can keep track of the exact time and fucking date of all these conversations?
But a lockdown and a property being raided, I think that would be like, a little bit high priority, don't you think? That would be like a little bit up there versus like a Joe Schmo talking to you about like Wu-Chang records, right?
Not really, man, not really.
I mean, you said Lil Soul was home. I would care if anything was happening at my home. I would at least be curious or a little bit invested into it. No?
Well, we talked on the phone. It wasn't a big deal. You guys would do your thing, and that's it.
Okay, then how come you remember our convo during the phone call then, and you're misremembering everything else?
Because you're the one pretty much filling in the blanks here.
No, because you got selective memory when it comes to the whole timeline. That's all it is, Mr. Kevin.
No,
tell me the truth.
I just remember what I remember. I mean, what do you want from me? I'm not a
only
robot.
Remember exactly what you want to remember, and you're basically discrediting everything else.
Well, because you're asking for exacts, and I can't get exacts. I'm not going to give an answer I'm not confident in.
Fair enough. Okay. And I do appreciate you coming down here and talking to me without a lawyer. So this does make the process a lot easier on my side. And I appreciate that. And like I said, I do have a lot of respect for you.
You're just upset. I did nothing. Now you're trying to get me for something. I mean, I'm GSR negative. I was like, oh, what do you want from me, man? I didn't do shit.
Mr. K, I'm not upset about anything, okay? I'm a kind of man that if there is a lead, I'm going to follow it. Does that make any sense to you? I'm just following a lead.
If there's a lead, you're going to follow it.
Yep, I'm a simple man. If I see a lead, I'm going to follow it.
And what's the lead you're following, if I may ask?
Well, that's for me to know and for you to find out. I can't share
what
too
are
much
you
of this
looking for? I already know what you're looking for. You said it in the cell, so might as well say it here.
Why don't you tell me? Why don't you jog my memory since I don't recall?
You were looking for an explosive device. An explosive device that went off after all of us were already down and in custody in an ambulance. So I don't understand why you're asking me for something that I was clearly not involved with.
Have you ever seen a rocket launcher before?
Not in person.
You've never seen one before?
Not in person, I don't believe.
Have you ever touched a rocket launcher before?
What is this question here?
I'm just curious.
How would I have touched one if I said I'd never seen one?
I'm just going down the list. Have you ever fired a rocket launcher before?
This is getting ridiculous, man. I'll leave right now. If this is what this is gonna be.
Listen, Mr. Kevin, I should ask.
I'll leave right now if this is what this is gonna be.
You want me to clear you of any suspicion? Work with me, man. All right, help me help you. I'm
How
trying
the
to
fuck
ask.
would I fire a rocket launcher if I never touched one?
I'm asking
You're asking these questions backwards. You should ask me, hey, did you ever fire a rocket launcher? No. Have you ever touched one? No. Have you ever seen one? No. You're asking in the wrong fucking order here, man. This makes no sense.
Does it matter?
Yeah, it does matter because they're pointless at this point. You should have asked the other one first.
Maybe I'm trying to throw you off. I'm trying to get you flustered. Maybe it's part of my tactics.
You trying to emotionally put me in emotional distress? An innocent man that's not guilty of anything or any crimes?
I never said you're guilty of anything. I'm asking the
question. You're trying to put emotional distress on me.
That's not true at all. I'm not pointing fingers.
Oh my God.
I'm not alleging anything, okay?
You're disgusting.
If anything, Mr. Kevin, I would really advise you to work with me because I'm trying to clear you of any suspicion. I'm actually your cheerleader right now, all right? I'm trying to cheer you on, and I'm trying to help you along this journey.
Next question.
Okay. Does the name Michael Simone ring a bell to you?
Who the fuck is Michael Simone?
Terrorist.
Terrorist?
Somebody who betrayed the state, who's wanted for treason.
That's crazy. I mean, I guess you guys are struggling to catch him. I mean, if you didn't fire me, I probably would have caught him.
Honestly, I wish you were still a detective. I wish I had you on my side looking for this guy. Because I know you'd find him. But that's in the past, and I'm not going to make it what coulda, shoulda, woulda, you know? So, it is what it is. However, the Unified Police Department is looking for Michael Simone. And I was wondering if you knew anything about him.
I don't know shit about him.
Okay. The name Adam Peterson, AP. Does that ring a bell to you?
Adam Peterson, AP. Who does he hang with?
He's a racer. He hangs out at
I don't know shit about no fucking dumbass racers.
How do you feel about racers in the city?
Boring.
Have you ever raced before?
Have I ever raced before?
Yeah.
A few times back in the day.
Okay. What is it about racing that's not appealing to you?
It's boring, it's a waste of time, and it's fucking stupid.
What would you do to make racing fun again?
What do I do to make racing fun again? I don't know. Maybe not have dumb fucking locals crashing into you every second, maybe?
Yeah, I know that pain. I suffer from that all the time. Okay. What is
does
your
this even have
relationship
to
with
do
Tuna
with
Shop?
anything? Tuna
I'm
Shop?
getting there.
I don't have any
Yeah.
relationship with the tuna shop.
Now, Mr. K, let me jog you down memory lane. Remember before you became a cop, right? There's an ongoing investigation where you're being investigated for the murder of a gal that I don't quite remember her name completely. I think it's CC Beyond. Oh, I could be. Oh. No, that's not her name. Let's just call her Jane Doe, okay? Because I don't remember her exact name.
Okay, I don't like
Where the-
hypotheticals, but okay, let's go.
This is not. This has actually happened. There was an incident that took place at the tuning shop months ago, where there was an alleged, statement regarding the fact that somebody of your stature came into the tuner shop and threw a bomb.
Right, and I beat the
And
case.
as a result, that person died. I'm not saying you're guilty of that. I'm not saying you did that. I'm just letting you know, kind of like I'm trying to build up to it so you understand where I'm coming from here, okay? So I'm trying to ask you again, what is your relationship with tuner shop?
What do you mean? I don't even fucking go to the tuner shop really. I mean, once here and there to get a car repair, that's about it. I don't have a relationship.
The car, the Bentley, right?
I mean, Bentley, just any car I got.
Right, where'd you get that from?
Where did I think that was the tuner shop.
And who sold you that car from the tuner shop?
I don't recall. It's a long time ago.
Okay. Would you say that car is one of one in the tuner shop?
The car, yeah, it is.
Do you know a man by the name of Eddie Marshall?
Yeah.
What do you think of Eddie?
He's a nice guy. He's the guy that worked. I think he did some work on my car.
What would you say your relationship with Eddie's like? If you had to compare it, you guys friends, close friends, mutual partners, business partners.
He's a nice guy, really. I mean, I don't really talk to anyone at the tuner shop.
You seem like to label everybody's a nice guy, Mr. Kevin. Why is that? Is
Well,
everybody
because
nice to you?
yeah, they're just nice people, I guess. I don't. If they're a
what's your
nice guy to me,
definition of a
that
nice guy?
means they're just a nice guy. I mean, I don't feel any type of way, really.
What is your definition of nice guy?
Yeah, just a nice guy,
What does that mean, nice guy? Can you elaborate more on that? Because I feel like it's a very broad terminology, no?
Like I don't mind that person. He's a nice guy.
Okay. Have you ever conducted any business with Eddie Marshall in a tuner shop besides purchasing your vehicle?
Say again?
Have you ever conducted any business with tuner shop besides the fact you bought your vehicle from there?
Yeah, repairs.
Besides
upgrades.
repairs. Any upgrades, disregarding your repairs, upgrades, anything in relation to your car? I'm talking about other things as far as business with the tuner shop.
With the tuner shop itself? Not that I recall.
Or Mr. Marshall.
Mr. Marshall. I can't recall. I don't know.
You cannot recall. Okay. When was the last time you saw Eddie or spoken to him?
Last time I saw Eddie. A couple weeks ago, maybe?
A couple of weeks ago. Okay. And that's the last time you saw him or spoke to him?
Last time I saw him.
When was the last time you spoke to him?
I got no clue.
Are you aware of what's going on with the PD and tuner shop?
I got no clue.
No clue. Nothing, nada.
Nobody's
told you?
I heard they got raided. That's all I heard.
What else have you heard besides the raid?
That's it. Just the raid.
Okay. Mr. K, would you be okay with me going through your phone records for the past 40 hours?
No.
Why not?
Guys, you're gonna see some dirty shit I looked up.
I'm talking about phone calls, not text messages.
Yeah, I go on sex hotlines. You got a
I don't
fucking
judge.
problem?
No. Hey, whatever makes you happy. If you're happy, I'm happy, Mr. K. You know that, right? I care about you. I care for you. You have a special
right.
place in my heart.
You fired me.
Not by choice. So you're not okay with me going through your phone records or the phone logs?
Hell
Past
no.
3
There's
hours.
no reason. There's no need for it.
Well, there is a reason. And I'm going to tell you the reason behind it. I called you. Oh, Jesus Christ. What's happening out there? I called you. And I'm not sure what's going on. I'm waiting for that. Oh, yeah. It's going to happen. Just a matter of time. I called you. I made you aware of an ongoing raid. I told you what was going to happen. Now, when we got there, Mr. K, I'm going to walk you through what the PD knew about and what we saw. When we got there, there was 3 men inside the Low Soul compound with Class 2 on their back, all slumped. There was actually a small guy with a small stature next to the Christmas tree and the pipes. There were 2 guys to the very western side of Low Soul where you take the ladder as soon as you go inside the intake. And on top of it, there was a man who was later identified as Eugene Zuckerturd on top of Wu Chang. Okay?
Huh?
So, you got guys at Wu Chang, you got a guy on top next to the Christmas tree, and you got 2 more guys inside the Ellis compound with Class 2 on their back all slumped. In your expertise as somebody who's been to many wars, somebody who's fought so many gangs, somebody who's defeated and leveled people to the fucking ground, what does that scream to you?
That there's people on rooftops?
And?
That there's people on rooftops.
And they're slumped. What does that mean to you? When you see a bunch of people slumped on a rooftop with Class 2 on their back, what does that indicate to you? You're a mastermind, a technician. You're the master of war. You've been to many battles before. What does that scream to you?
I don't know. It's hard for me to answer because I'm not those people, so I don't know what they were doing. You know, some people can be on a roof for many reasons, slumped. Maybe sleeping, maybe getting some sun, maybe just getting a bird's eye view. Maybe, you know, they just like it up there. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're having some post-nut clarity up there.
Is that what you truly believe?
Yeah, it could be any of these reasons.
Or is that bullshit you're trying to tell me and fill my mind with it?
I'm not those people, so you're asking me to answer what they were doing on a roof, and I don't know. I wasn't on the roof.
Ever heard the saying, appear weak when you're strong, and strong when you're weak?
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Mr. Kevin?
Appear weak when you're strong and strong when you're weak. Yeah, you want to deceive is what you're saying.
Exactly. Now, I'm still having a hard time understanding the fact that I gave you the heads up. Yeah, you will still met with bullets, rockets, explosives, grenades. How can you explain that, Mr. K?
I was under the impression that nothing was going to happen.
What made you think that nothing was going to happen?
Because when I heard about the lockdown, it didn't seem like a big deal and didn't seem like anybody cared.
And how do you explain the people on top of Wu Chang, guys who are slumped on top of rooftop for Class 2, the attack as soon as the Lambo was pulled out?
I don't know. Maybe that's just when they were ready.
Are you aware Miguel was on bail?
Yep.
And do you understand that any felonies and misdemeanors that Miguel commits while on bail would probably cause his bail to be terminated and have him be sent up to the penitentiary or recarcerated back to the penitentiary for the remaining time until his trial?
That's what usually happens when you break bail, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Now, while conducting the raid operation, or the police operation, none of those guys moved an inch, or maybe barely moved at all. However, as soon as Miguel came down there, Mr. Kevin, and pulled out the Lamborghini Hurricane, 2 rockets from the north came through, aiming for that Lambo. Guys on top of the rooftop all of a sudden got back on their feet, brandished their Class 2 and started firing at police. What does that scream to you?
Sounds like an attack.
What kind of attack?
An attack with explosives. He's trying to get me to fucking say on record that was an ambush or a setup so he could use. I don't know. I mean, you would be the one to answer that. You're the one that deals with these situations a lot. I was only a cop for a certain amount of time.
I'm asking based on your experience as a member of society, as somebody who lives at Low Soul, somebody who has been around for a long time. I think you're an OG, in my opinion. I've looked up to you many times in the past. I still do because of how smart you are and how ruthless and focused and lethal you can be. So I'm just asking for your experience. I'm trying to ask for your perspective on things. I'm trying to understand how would you view something like that? Because I know I've seen things like that in the past, but I respect your opinion and I respect your outlook on things. So I just want to know your perspective on things.
So what are you asking me?
I'm asking you is, not a single movement happened on top of the rooftops. Nobody moved. Everybody was slumped the whole entire time. But as soon as the Lambo was pulled out among the raid, it was the last piece of the raid we're trying to conduct at Low Soul. 2 rockets from the north came down. Not trying to aim for the cops, but straight for the Lambo. I mean, and then as soon as that happened, as soon as the Lambo exploded, the guys on the rooftops on top of Wu Chang and Low Soul.
Did any cops die in the explosion?
Yes, 4.
Then how can you say they were aiming for the Lambo, not the cops?
Because the cops weren't at the Lambo. They were around the Lambo.
Well, maybe they knew if they hit the car, it would blow up and take out more than if they just shot it at one person. That's what I would assume.
Okay, fair enough. I can give you that. However, there's plenty of opportunities where the cops were next to multiple cop cars stacked right in front of the intake of Low Soul, where you could have got at least 6 officers taken out with one single RPG. Why wait till the Lambo was out?
Maybe the RPG guy wasn't ready. I mean, you guys said you never even saw the guy, so.
What do you mean he wasn't ready? What does that mean?
What are you saying? These guys were just sitting on roofs, waiting.
Yeah, but they were waiting there for probably 30 to maybe an hour. Because we saw them there at the first 35 minutes when we were trying to conduct the raid, and we had to wait maybe 25 more minutes for Miguel to come down and actually show us where his property was. So, I mean, these guys were basically idle for at least, I would say, 45 minutes plus at one point. And they wouldn't move.
So you guys left at some point?
We left at some point and then came back because we didn't understand how to raid the property because Miguel's property was kind of in a very unique place. The officers who were conducting a raid had a hard time figure out the location of the property. Then they had an issue with the garage, and that's why we had to call Miguel down there in the first place.
Well, I mean, maybe since you guys left, some people scattered and they had to wait for people to come back. I don't know. I'm just assuming.
Okay. When you exited Low Soul, your apartment building or apartment complex, what was going through your mind?
What the fuck?
You were done, jerking off, right? I'm sure you heard a lot of gunfire going off, right?
I went from cum shots to getting shot, Bass. It wasn't nice, man.
Okay. How did Randy Bullet end up in your car?
Like I said, I saw him there in the comp, and I said, "Hey, what's up, man? Hop in."
So casual in the middle of a war, middle of a battle, middle of bullets flying, drop.
Well, there
bodies being dropped.
There wasn't any shots popping off. And then once we drove out, that's when we started hearing shots.
When did you first hear shots?
When we drove out. When we were getting shot at.
And do you typically leave your property with Class 2s in your back?
Do I what?
Do you typically leave your property with Class 2s in your back?
I don't know about just leave my property specifically, but I've had class 2s on my back sometimes. I mean, I've been caught with them.
Would you be okay with that going through your property?
No.
Why not?
No need. That's my property.
Right, but if you mentioned in your testimony or your statement that you woke up, you left your apartment complex, you got in the car and drove off, those class 2s were in your back the whole entire time. Isn't that correct?
Yep.
So you had class 2s on you while you're inside the property.
You got all the class 2s off me.
Correct. But could that also imply there could be more inside?
No.
Why is that?
Because you caught me with all the class 2s.
So you wouldn't care if I go through your property again then?
No, I do care.
If that's the case, why is that?
You won't find anything, but that doesn't mean I'm just going to let you search through my shit for no reason.
Right, but to clear your suspicion of any potential weaponry stored
Well, I mean,
inside your
technically,
property.
you can be suspicious about anything. Just saying, hey, you had a gun in your back, so you probably have guns in your car. You actually probably have guns.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you leave your property with weapons, it's a different story. If you're in the middle of nowhere and you have weapons on you, you could have got that from anywhere else. But according to your statement, you recalled waking up, leaving your property, entering a car.
Your description is just false in general because
how so?
Everyone wakes up in their place, their apartment, their house. Everyone leaves their place at some point.
Okay, fair enough. But not everybody leaves the class 2s in their back from their property, right? Not everybody leaves in the middle of a shootout where multiple RPG rockets happened prior to that incident, or happened to prior to them leaving the property, where multiple officers were shot.
And not many people get shot for doing nothing.
I mean, what do you mean by nothing?
What did I do to get shot? I mean, I was GSR negative, so I obviously didn't shoot nobody.
I never said you shot anybody.
Well, what was I getting shot for instantly when I left Little Seoul? I mean, I should be questioning you because you guys committed a crime. You guys shot somebody without identifying him. I was an innocent man.
Here's the thing, Mr. Kevin. The PD at that time had a reasonable belief to believe that car was involved in the commission of a crime of shooting cops. I chased after it, and like I said, the passenger opened fire on me. I also chased after a Bentley prior to that incident.
After you guys were shooting at us? Now you're asking why I had a class 2. I mean, I don't know. I'm getting shot at randomly by fucking cops. You get shot randomly in this fucking city. You need guns. Yeah. You guys have class 2s illegal, but you need to make them legal because people fucking just die out here.
There isn't a legal class 2s, actually. Are you aware of that?
Good.
Yeah. Civilians who have a weapon license.
Because I drive out of my fucking home where I think I'm safe and just start getting shot from everywhere. And I'm the one being questioned. You should be getting fucking... You know, because you're lucky I'm not taking you to fucking court. Because you know for a fact...
I mean, if you truly
you know for a fact
you
had no clue who was in that car, if they were the people that you were fighting or not, and you decided to shoot anyway, and as well as all your other officers, you guys did not have the right within law to shoot that car, and you know it. So I should be questioning you, motherfucker, so be careful.
It's okay. If you truly feel like you're wrong, please take it to court, and I'll testify the truth, nothing but the truth. Here's my thing about it, okay? I believe strategy without tactics can be the slowest way to victory. But tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. So I'm trying to help you understand exactly what's going on, so you're aware of what was happening, so you get the full clarity and the full picture of everything.
Fuck does this have to do with me, man?
I'm explaining to you the shootout when it happened. And like I said, that Wu Chang C4, wow, I learned from that. That was a clever move. That was a very clever move. My God.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Listen, Mr. K, I appreciate you, okay? You make me a better cop. You elevate me. You elevate my police skills. Without you, I'll be some random ass beat cop. But with you, I'll become an elite cop. Now, I owe you that a lot. I do. You've trained me in many ways that I could not comprehend at first.
Are you implying that you are my son, Bess?
Well, I think we could be related. I'm not sure about son as far as, like, you know, blood related, but maybe a stepson. It could be a father figure one day.
Mm-hmm.
You truly have. I'm saying this out of respect, not trying to, stroke you off or boost your ego. I say this out of pure respect. That bait you had with one guy on top of Wu Chang, where the whole PD was going to go up there and take him out with multiple people with the C4. God, I didn't think about that. That was smart. God, you're so smart. That's what I'm telling you, man. You make me better. Because without you, I wouldn't have thought about that. I was like, yeah, go up there and just take him out. But instead, you knew the cops were going to do that. You planned that ahead. You probably had a camera in there as well to see when it happens. So when they stacked up, boom, goes the dynamite.
Pretty dumb. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I disagree. I think you're one of the brightest people I've ever met.
I'm a chrono, man. I'm bottom of the barrel. Look at my fucking record, man. I'm a fucking felon.
Hold on. Crane's calling me real quick. Hold on. I'll be back. Hey.
You okay? What's going on?
Almost done, man. This guy's asking me the weirdest shit. He's asking me to fucking come to the Fenugreek farm and do cum shots with him.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He's asking about tuna shop. He's just wasting my fucking time.
Oh, God. I'm out here ambulance chasing. I ran in front of a cop car while I was chasing somebody. I'm filing a report as we speak, and I'm just going to sue him.
Please do.
Make him...
I'll be out of here soon.
All right, let me know. I've been waiting for you outside the PD, so...
All
right.
I know it's recording. I didn't even say nothing. Droopy with the Fountain of Stars. Love these smart ass remarks. Allison with the 200 stars. Jim with the 1,200. And another 45. Wendy with the 200 stars. John with the 100 stars. Love how you handle shit, boss. Yo, appreciate you. Derek with the 200 stars. John with the 200. Ray with the 1,000. Thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream. Let's hit that 2,000 like mark. So far, so good. He was trying to slip us up with the time shit, I could tell. Because he was going to try to say, like, if you're at the meeting and we're on the phone, we were at Little Seoul and nobody saw you came into Little Seoul during that time. But the reason he can't do that is because they left. And he said it on tape that they left and there was a time period when they weren't there. And that's when I would say I came in. That's why I never give any exact times in the questioning, right? One, because I actually don't know. A lot of shit I actually don't fucking know. A lot of shit goes in and out my head, you know what I mean? And two, if I give him exact times or even just general times, he can piece up a timeline and a story. As long as you don't give a timeline in these interrogations, you're usually pretty fucking good. So anything about time, I always said I don't recall, no matter what it is.
We've been down
like
here for what? 20, 30 minutes. And like I said, I do appreciate you making time of your busy schedule. I know you're a very busy man. You got a lot going on. A gang to run, things like that. I get that. So at this time, I'm going to be pausing the recording unless you have any questions for me. I'll be issuing subpoenas for your phone records, by the way, to investigate further. Because I do believe you're not telling me the truth fully. I think you're being...
No, I'm being very truthful. Very truthful this whole time.
I think you're being partially truthful, and then, like I said,
I think you're just trying to assume things, and you're just trying to push this shit on me. And I'm just telling you the best. I came on my own will, no lawyer, nothing. I'm the one that's been done dirty by you guys. I'm the one that got shot for no fucking reason. I'm the one who was GSR negative. I'm the one who wasn't properly identified or anything like that, and just sent to be executed. I'm the one that was done wrong, and you're over here trying to subpoena my fucking phone.
To be fair, you're the one that was called and told. Listen, Mr. K, you're the one that were told about the raid in an hour
and you think you're the one that can talk to Crane? I'm calling Crane after this, and I'm going to talk to him personally about you and your misconduct.
Actually, I'm going to go talk to him.
No, I'm going to go talk to him.
I'm going to a bench trial, actually, after
I'm
this.
going to go talk to him before you.
Do you have any questions for me before I wrap up this recording?
Yeah, why did you just waste my time?
Waste your time, Mr. K? I'm here trying to investigate. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the truth. I'm here trying to... figure out exactly what the hell is going on.
You're investigating the one guy you caught who was GSR negative, man.
Well, like I said, I'm starting with the top and working down to the bottom. There's more to come. You're not the only person being looked into as far as this investigation. And everything
Alright,
I
man.
said today was in relation to what I'm trying to investigate. And I'm not the kind of guy to assume things, because assuming makes an ass out of you and me. And I
You've
don't
been
want to do that.
assuming this whole time on record. That's on record.
I'm going off evidence, facts. I'm going off an incident that is factual.
You're assuming based off of facts.
No. I'm asking you questions based on facts. I'm trying to build a timeline of events that transpired within that incident to make sense out of it. Because what happened back there was wild. It was crazy. It was chaotic. It was violent. It was vicious. People got hurt.
Yeah, I know. I got shot for no reason.
And I'm sorry you feel that way.
I don't feel that way. That is the truth. Otherwise, you would have charged me with everything else. And why didn't you charge me with everything else? Because you know you fucked up, and you know that I didn't do nothing, and all you could charge me with was possessions.
I've charged you with everything I believe you're guilty of so far. Or
Exactly. So you don't believe I'm guilty of any of the other stuff, and I was shot at for no fucking reason.
That's why I'm investigating, right? When you pause this recording
And
right
if
now.
it turns out, no, keep that thing running. Keep that thing running.
Okay. Well. Here you go. Back
So
on.
if it turns out that you're wrong, and I indeed did have no involvement, and I was shot at for no reason, are you going to reprimand the officers responsible, even if it's yourself?
That would be me, absolutely. Absolutely.
What about, I was getting shot by multiple officers.
Actually, it was me that shot you down.
No, when we
So-
left Little Seoul, there was multiple shooting at us right at the start. Then you shot me down at the subway.
I can get names and figure out exactly what's going on, but like I said, if there's truly any ill will or wrongdoing, I'll take full responsibility for it. As I, the chief of police, should lead by example.
Good. I'll be going now.
Okay, fair enough. Pause this damn recording. Okay. And you can FOIA for this recording if you want it as your pleasure, right? Or pleasure. Is it pleasure or pleasure? One of the two.
Pleasure.
Pleasure. Okay, come this way. Thank you again, Mr. K, for coming down here.
Yeah, hopefully you start questioning some, maybe the proper people or something.
Yo, well, you know what? I'm definitely working my way down there, okay? Don't worry. I won't stop till I get the bad guy.
Alright, try not to shoot me next time you see me.
No, I won't do that unless I have a reason.
Oh, what was your reason for shooting me, Bass?
I had a reasonable believe you're behind the shooting with the
Have you
incident
ever
Little Seoul.
done a actual
Hey, detective.
Hey, what's up, man? Thank you for the recognition. See that? They still call me
Hey, what's up,
detective.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
You'll be on my good side for sure.
Yo.
I'll have someone at LSPD that'll utilize you a lot.
I love bass. Go show love bass. Go show bass some love. I almost said go show love some bass. Cook's already out of the apartment. Everything's out of. I couldn't let him raided the place. There's nothing in there, but I'm gonna make him work for it.
Yeah.
This is absolutely and utterly preposterous, Crane. What
I
this
know.
man
Can you
Bass is
believe
doing
that
to me is
Flippy's up on
ridiculous.
Mount Gordo ERPing with them?
What the fuck, really?
Yeah, Miguel told everyone that yesterday.
What a sick fuck.
Said that Flippy takes her up to Mount Gordo under some rocks and like does the whole deal up there.
Jesus Christ.
I know you shouldn't go up there. It's like a danger zone. I told the whole PD last night at the meeting that it's basically like a hazmat area.
Oh my god, I might have to go up there just to check it out.
And bring a blacklight.
Did you know that this man Bass just wasted 35 minutes of my time questioning about me about cum shots, my jerking off habits, all the above after he unlawfully shot me down yesterday. Can you believe that, Crane? Can you believe that? And he told me he's gonna go to you to subpoena all my stuff. It's ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. I'm here to make a formal complaint on the chief of police.
Well, he's right in front of me, so let me slap his ass around a little bit, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, talk to you in a little bit.
Yo.
I'm out front of the PD.
All right. Looking for the EMS to come pick me up. Can you come to the hospital or no?
I'll run there, yeah.
All right.